Hey there, my name is Chris. I enjoyed watching Week 9 action on Sunday, and what we like to do here on this channel Monday morning is talk about some stuff that we saw with our own eyeballs that can influence how you manage your fantasy football team going forward. Thank you very much for watching the channel today. We'll get to several things. To get going, let's talk a little Devin Singletary. Here's what I want to believe on Devin Singletary. I want to believe that Sunday's win over Washington, in which he accounted for 140 scrimmage yards and a touchdown, will change the guard for the Bills. I want to believe, getting around the edge, you can see he's decisive, he's willing to be physical. This is where 49 of his yards came from, and yeah, this is the James White special. You're not amazing for catching this and getting some yards, but what Singletary does in the open field is, okay, maybe he's not a total burner, nor is he exactly Shady McCoy as a direction changer, but at 5'7", 200, little guy, he's hard to tackle. Good vision, and just strong enough to be difficult to take down. Did I say he doesn't have great moves? Blink and you'll miss it. We don't have a replay for this play, but ooh, okay, nice little jump cut. That is a legit vector change. Okay, as with most running backs, sometimes the yards happen because of good blocking and perhaps some defensive ineptitude. There was some of that in this game as well. Not that Singletary does anything wrong on this kind of play, which repeated several times in this game, but he's also not exactly the reason that they worked. And of course, the reason to be concerned that any of this won't last is Frank Gore, seen here coming into the game in short yardage and not succeeding. Not that I'm blaming Gore necessarily, throwing himself against the rocks here, not a lot of push, but we ask ourselves, is this finally the moment a team decides that the kid running back can do better than Frank Gore? You know what? He didn't do all that well on these back-to-back-to-back plays at the goal line. By contrast, by the end of the game, Singletary wasn't pulled in close, and he got his well-deserved touchdown. Now, I know enough to know Frank Gore isn't disappearing. In this game, Singletary played way more snaps than Frank Gore, but you've been doing this long enough to know that doesn't necessarily mean it's forever. But I'll tell you what, I also like this one to Singletary, which you are not going to try with Frank Gore. Now it doinks off Josh Norman's helmet, or that's a long touchdown on a seam route out of the backfield. I like when my running back runs deep seam routes out of the backfield and gets targets. Next week at the Browns, we have to be careful not to get too carried away with Singletary's rank. But there's reason to hope he could be higher than Frank Gore, and maybe a lot higher than Frank Gore as the season goes along. Singletary could be worth a weekly flex in the second half of the season. We shall see. Quick break to say, hey, if you know it's time for you to get a new mattress because you're waking up stiff and sore or not sleeping that great, well, I sleep on a Leesa mattress. It is great. I love it. And Leesa is a heck of a company. They donate a mattress for every 10 they sell. 1 in 5 kids lives in poverty, and Leesa is dedicated to getting beds into shelters. They're a certified B Corp, which means they have super high environmental standards. I hope if you need a new mattress, you will check them out. You can check them out at Leesa.com, and please use the code HarrisTube if you decide to buy, because we can get you 15% off. That's 15% off a new mattress. We love Leesa. I sleep on a Leesa mattress. I think you'll love them too. Leesa.com. Okay, we're back at it. And listen, by now, I'm not breaking new ground telling you to start flag QB Russell Wilson or the receiver here, Tyler Lockett, every single week. But maybe you didn't get a chance to see the full Buccaneers-Seahawks game. I just want to give you a sense of why I call Wilson the best deep ball thrower in the world. I mean, I guess that one wasn't even all that deep. So what I'm saying is maybe more touch throws, the best touch thrower, as in, sure, on like a bomb-adjacent throw like this one, definitely. He can drop it in there. It's again to Tyler Lockett, running the out and up, Look at that ball, just laid in perfectly way before that deep safety can arrive and deliver a big hit to dislodge the ball. Wilson can send it exactly to the right spot when he sees DK Metcalf is matched man-on-man and probably isn't going to run by his man on this play, so back shoulder. It's unguardable. You couldn't walk over and hand it to the receiver any better. Or not even deep. This is all touch on the 2-yard line. They don't run the fade route in football anymore. That's not what I saw with the Seahawks. Again, it's Lockett. The argument that the Seahawks were going to be too run-heavy for Wilson to be useful in fantasy was always bad anyway. But even if we knew that his volume was going to be low, which really it hasn't, Wilson can still make these throws, which are so valuable for fantasy. And listen, I love Tyler Lockett, late bloomer, excited. But Wilson made Doug Baldwin look like a superstar as well. This is about Wilson as just an uncanny, accurate thrower, especially on these touch throws, sometimes deep, sometimes not. All right, how about a few more things that occurred to me digesting some of the game film? We don't have a replay of this one, so we're just going to slow it down because sometimes people ask me why I'm not a big Sony Michel fan, and it's a play like this one. How big of a hole can you possibly have? A good running back makes a meal out of that, and Sony Michel gains 5 yards. Just by comparison, the Patriots did give James White a little run at running back on Sunday night, and this first one, I couldn't even tell at the snap who the back was, but the minute he started running, I could. It's not Sony Michel, because he's like going fast and actually cuts. I know it's not apples to apples comparison. These couple of James White runs I'm showing you come against more spread defenses. I don't even think James White's all that good as a runner, but the value of Sony Michel is a short touchdown or a ton of volume because the Patriots are ahead. I know they're on bye this coming week, but for the rest of the season, just a tough player to love week to week. How about this beauty from Kirk Cousins? He threw 3 touchdowns, so I guess nobody's really complaining stats-wise. Just another player who doesn't always get it. 3rd and 6. Sure, it's a good scramble, but dude, you can't slide early. Decisive enough to get going, dunderheaded not to get it when you clearly have the space to get it. Cousins is having a decent year, good year. He actually didn't play all that well on Sunday, but did rack up the touchdown. Still, in a tight spot, it seems, with Kirk Cousins, it's always something. Jaylen Samuels, 8 carries, 10 yards. Saved his day with 700 check down catches, but really actually saved his day in the first quarter because on this run, he was in. This is a touchdown. I saw it immediately. The announcing crew saw it, but Mike Tomlin didn't see it or didn't want to challenge, and really the sharp stick in the eye happened when the Steelers got stuffed on 2 more plays and had to kick a field goal. Samuels is not a particularly good runner. He's frankly not a particularly good player, but his fantasy owners, maybe in his 1 week of great relevance, did deserve a touchdown on this one. And you know what? Let's just end on a nice note, on a positive note. I'm still combing through the film. We're going to have more to show you throughout the week. How about this touchdown catch by Courtland Sutton? His value apparently not completely erased by Joe Flacco's absence. I mean, that's good coverage. It's kind of a 50-50 ball. If Sutton doesn't lunge around the dude to make that catch, might be an interception. It's not going to be perfect every week with Brandon Allen, but been telling you all season, Courtland Sutton is legit. I remember the crud he took from the metrics fiends at the NFL draft. Courtland Sutton is a wide receiver 2 for me until further notice. Thanks so much for watching. Please, please, please smash that like button. Write a comment, tell us who else you'd like to see us review film on, and of course, best of all, please subscribe to our channel and then click that little bell above the subscribe button and you'll be notified whenever we post a new video.